Let's have a look at some remarks by Professor Makaue Mutua. Makaue is talking about Gachagua's homecoming. Professor Makaue Mutua, a grand homecoming is supposed to be star-studded, exhilarating, historic, a political earthquake. Like Babas in 2020, yesterday's penned chaotic affair was a dude, an imbroglio, a complete flop. Methinks the man from Madeira needs to go back to America and plan a proper hero's return. After which you are seeing the professor has shared out those photos. Kenyans are still discussing and debating regarding Gachagua's homecoming, return, and welcome. Let's put the remarks into perspective for Kenyans to differentiate between wheat and chaff. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. Let's proceed. It's now a fact, and this is not debatable. Regarding Gachagua's homecoming and welcome was underwhelming. It's not what Kenyans thought. Only a few hundreds welcomed Gachagua. And even some who welcomed Gachagua, we are seeing them going to the press saying they have not been paid. That they were promised they would be paid upon welcoming Rigathi. They have not been paid. They are crying out loudly for help. Yes, it was a chaotic welcome, a very disorganized welcome. What are the bitter lessons from that event? Social media can hype you to a point you think you are very popular. And looking at the next election of 2027, some of these people saying they want to contest for the presidency, some of them will not believe their eyes. When votes will be counted, some of them will be shocked. So the first lesson, social media's hype sometimes can be false. If you follow social media, you can sometimes get it wrong. And I'm seeing some very young promising leaders already being misled by social media. I'm seeing Babu Wino being misled. I'm seeing Edwin Sifuna being misled. Sifuna now thinks he's too popular in Nairobi. He can just win it with any political party. Same to Babu Owino. Let Babu Owino and Sifuna know. Kenyans in Nairobi will vote for the major political formations that will be there in 2027. So for them to survive, they must identify with the major political formations. They can't win it alone in Nairobi. They can't contest as independent candidates and they win Nairobi. They must identify with the major political formations. After identifying with the big political formations, they can now just add their supports, but not them relying on their supports. They are still very far away from it. Another lesson. One day in Kenya's politics is a very long period of time. So many things can happen. Today, Kenyans can be pressing you. tomorrow they don't want anything to do with you, and vice versa. Rigathi Gachagua might have been misled into thinking that he has support in Nairobi. Nairobi is a different ball game altogether. It's not like Madeira or maybe the mountain. Politics in Nairobi is complicated. So when Rigathi sees Raila Odinga getting a lot of support in Nairobi, it's a support that Raila Odinga built over so many years. But then again, as I did explain in our yesterday's analysis, age is not on Rigathi Gachagua's side. Rigathi might fall by the wayside as younger and more promising leaders emerge. Another bitter truth and lesson, 2027 election will also shock some Kenyans. And especially these ones always talking about Gen Zs. If you listen to Rigathi speak, he always talks about Gen Zs. And even the likes of Kalonzo, these opposition leaders, they think they own Gen Zs. It might also be possible that Gen Zs have got their own interests. They don't care about these opposition politicians. They have got their own interests. If Rigathi and Gen Zs were speaking the same language, Gen Zs could have welcomed Rigathi Gachagua. They could have done that freely, voluntarily. But from the kind of a reception we saw, it's very clear Rigathi and Gen Zs are reading from two different pages. That should also be a warning to Rigathi Gachagua. He must change his style of politics. Kenyans are not interested in his tribal politics. His ethnic narratives are not selling with the Kenyans. Maybe on the mountain, and just a section of the mountain. But in general, Kenyans disapprove of Rigathi Gachagua's ethnic rhetorics. Another bitter lesson, even the mountain itself might not be embracing Rigathi Gachagua as it thinks. He might be making a lot of noise, inciting his people on the mountain. That does not necessarily mean the mountain has also embraced Rigathi Gachagua. When Uhuru Kenyatta was coming from Hague, he was given a kingly welcome by people we think and suspect were people from the mountain. How comes Rigathi Gachagua was not given a kingly welcome? The mountain has not fully embraced him. They are still testing and weighing him. Is he up to the task? So Rigathi has to be very, very careful. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. Those watching us outside Kenya, let us know from which part of the globe you are watching us from. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Kenya.